cryptocurrency market is flirting with the $2.5 trillion mark right now. We look at the Bitcoin, this is what we see. A pattern, a candle which we have seen many times recently, and we have rallied. An engulfing bullish one moving to the upside. The price came below the candle, so that was a wick. Then it went above and closed above the previous candle. So that's the engulfing one. If you look at this, we rallied like 80% and then say 68%. So probably we're gonna go up again, and chances are high that you're gonna make a new high above that $70,000 mark. So that is a good odds on your favor. Now in the entire market, if you look at this, many coins, we have seen fluctuations of certain coins which are moving high randomly and coming back down, then going back up, coming back down, random coins, right? So say for example, we were looking at Dent and we had those fluctuations which went through and tested this moving average and came back down. Similarly, now we look at XRP, the difference is we are still at support. Even though we came back above 0.9, we are still at support. So for those who are looking at the zoomed in view, say a daily chart, 4-hour chart, and saying, okay, we are getting rejected, what you need to understand is we are still at a resistance. You go on to a 3-day chart, you see like the MACDs here, RSIs here, you haven't broken above. So once you break above from this particular pattern, that is when you're going to get more momentum. Now on the price side of it, we need to get above this moving average on a 3-day chart, and on a weekly chart you're kind of just getting above it. So if you manage to break above and close like this, so that's, we are almost there, right? It's the Christmas day and just a couple of days and the weekly candle is done. So if the next weekly candle is opening above the moving average on a weekly, that stays bullish. It keeps the price bullish and continues to the upside. That is the odds there. Now we look at the Bitcoin chart and you see like, okay, there is a lot of potential. You're going to move upside because you also had a breakout here. So your probable next resistance range is going to be the moving average, which is going to come a little bit down, and say around $54,000 you'll have resistance. Why do we look at that? Because the Bitcoin dominant side of it is still consolidating in an area where it's, highly volatile. Shooting up, coming back down, shooting down, coming back in. So we need to get the direction. Chances are high that we are going to continue to the downside. Looking at the MACD, which is about to cross to the downside here, shows a continuation to the downside, right? Whenever you had that, you went down. So we have the higher chances that we are going to the downside. And then you come on to the XRP Bitcoin and you see like, okay, we went up, but then we came back down. But that's an inverted hammer, which I would like to highlight to you guys, that whenever you get inverted hammer, it's showing the trend is slowly getting reversed. So you need to actually understand this, where it's closing, whether it's bullish, whether it's bearish. All of those stuff plays into this, but we are still bullish, first of all. Second, we are still in the support bouncing. That's the start of it. We knew that. So counting all of these in, you need patience. There is no other stuff in the market which can be used as a tool to make more money. So while you enter the market to play against the odds of the market, which you seem like, okay, the odds are always stacked against you. Yeah, that's the case if you are trying to do that short-term trade and you enter into the market where, it goes up, it come back down, it goes up, it come back down. You're getting wiped out. So first, you go look at chart. Now, if you are trading, you are directly going onto a daily chart or 4-hour, 3-day like that. Say you look at the idea in 4-hour chart. You go here, you look at this. Where are you? You went above the moving average. So if it's me, I would be like, okay, the chances are high that you're going to bounce from this moving averages. And here, your moving average, which is the 50-day moving average, is going to cross the 200-day moving average, which is bullish. So that means you're going to come back, retest, and then bounce. Look at the RSI, you're coming back down, and we consider 40 to 50 as neutral range, and you can bounce, say that's 50 as neutral, so you're going to bounce from that range. Now here, when you're bouncing, what's your next resistance level? You have one here, 1.2, and then 1.35. so look at the volume. Has the volume been stable? Yeah, it was stable, but on a 4-hour you won't actually get huge idea about that. You'll move on to a daily, 3-day, weekly, on that basis to understand how the candles and the volume worked. So on a 3-day chart, when you are looking at this, you're like, fine, okay, when we were at those range, we didn't have huge amount of volume. Major volume was here in this range, so like 1.3 to 1.45 would be even harder resistance when we are going up on a shorter time basis, right? But even on a medium term, which is on a 3-day, you see that yes, we do have resistance at 1.3 range. Now we are below a dollar mark, and the dollar mark is like a psychological level. When we cross above that dollar mark, that's when more people are like, okay, fine, we are going to do this, we're going to have a blast. Okay, the kind of that momentum in the market come back, saying, okay, we are above a dollar, we're going to do this, blah blah blah. Welcome to the Scientific Investor family, where we discuss crypto and science behind investing regularly. Guys, this is the Christmas day, and it's going to be a short episode, but I would like to highlight, those who are watching XRP dropping when all of them others in the market are stable, know what's happening. The solo airdrop, that screenshot. So that's where that's the only reason we were having the initial run up when all the other coins were slow. And if you look at this daily candle, XRP, as we highlighted in the last video, actually had a run up consistently on a regular basis, on day-to-day basis, like from 18th, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, you went up. So literally 6 days in a row, you actually got bullish candles. And if you go back, look at XRP price on a daily basis, you don't actually see that, right? It's rare for XRP to do that. So you take like last 1 year and you won't be able to find 6 days of continuous bullishness. Even on a rally side of it, say when you were doing this run from all the way back from 0.2 towards $2, you never got that. So now when you are getting red candle, consider something like this is a possibility, but at the same time do understand that we are at a support. But the problem is that support gets extended because of the wicks are lower. So you may go down, wick down, but what's your base? 0.8. Right now, 0.8 is your base, where you can go back down, retest and come back high. Now, on a short-term basis, that's not a good trade if you're going to sell here and buy back there, considering the spread which you're going to pay, right? So XRP is not that coin to trade, it's a coin to buy, hold and wait for that pump, because when it pumps crazy, because if you're able to bounce from here, it's a breakout. And imagine if that's happening, that is a clear double bottom for the price of XRP in MACD. You come here, you come below, you come to the upside. Now that's not the best drawing you can actually see, but you get the idea there, right? Say if you are watching the price of XRP at all the highs and you watch like, okay, these were the areas where we reversed, we don't see that here. So if people are saying, giving you that idea we are going bearish, say I don't think so, because you actually have a market where you're showing that chances are high you're gonna have a double bottom here, which kind of gives you that W pattern which we call for win if you're a bull, right? If you're a bear, you're looking for M, double bottom, double top, which would take the price to the downside. But right now in this market, you are gonna make money if you stay away. See, this is your previous resistance, support, right? So now you just take a rectangle to see like, okay, this is your previous support, this has been your previous resistance, extend it to know that range. So you can still fluctuate till 0.88 and remain as a higher high, higher low pattern until here, but this one keeps that trend valid. You are moving high, this was your support resistance, you went up, you came back to that range, you bounced. That's what we want. But end of the day, no one knows what the market going to give us. If you are getting what we want, that's actually great, because we also had a breakout which we thought initially was, yeah, it's going to happen, but we didn't know when it's going to happen, and it didn't actually take a long time, but yeah, it did took some time. But right now, if you're in the market, go enjoy the Christmas. Yeah, you just move out, because there can be a lot of fluctuations based on, say, the December, people are going to take cash out. Jan, big companies are going to come in and reallocate money. So, all those kind of stuff would be there. And you see money coming into different areas. And if you're following XRP on a regular basis, you are right now looking at a ton of fundamentals. You're looking at adoption. You're looking at how things are moving, right? You go look at all the stuff which is there, and you understand. Say there was a recent writing in Wall Street Journal put up by Brad Garlinghouse. Read through that. It shows you mainstream attention is here. They are now voicing it out everywhere, and it's coming out, right? You take the light and put it inside anyway, it will come out one day. And that's the level of patience which we are looking at. And if you look at all these stuff, when you're seeing like, okay, Elon Musk is saying pro Doge, another guy is saying not Ether, it may not be Ether, that kind of all stuff. And then you come to Forbes Crypto and you see like this. So guys, understand this is something which is here to stay, and it's going to be a move. Now you see like, big amounts of XRP is being moved in the ODL corridors between the exchanges and all. You're like, okay, there is something which is happening in the market. We don't know what's happening, right? But fundamental stuff is so strong that if you move out of this particular asset and it pumps crazy. It's like this, boom. You missed that opportunity. You were at 0.5, then you came and ended up at $2. So 4x done. So if you were to move to $10 from there, you literally missed your exit, right? So that's what crypto does. So if you have patience and you were waiting for these small 5-6 candles, and then boom, that couple of days is going to increase your ROI. So when you come down, look at the volume, how the volume is increasing. Then look at which exchanges you are in and which of those exchanges have a lot of volume. And if it is true and great with you in your exchange, be there, accumulate there, and then take profit on time. Because these are the signals which shows like we are not at the upside going down, we are at the bottom going to go up. So when you're rallying up, it's your decision whether you're going to stay in the market or not. And for you, if you want updates, you can actually generally look at what we are posting here. And we do post on a regular basis, on a weekly. If you take, you're getting 50, 70, 80 charts of different assets and the market updates, so that you are aware of what's happening in the market now. Say next 2 to 3 months is going to be a good amount of rally in the market, because the symptoms are showing that we are reversing, we are going back up, buyers are coming in, that pressure is building up. So we are going to have a blast through and move directly. That's going to be a run up. That's going to be a huge run up. So if you don't want to miss those, you can look at the Patreon. The link is given in the description below, guys. And if you like the video, if it was informative for you, please do hit that like and subscribe button. That helps the channel a lot. So enjoy your Christmas. Have a blast. And I'll meet you on the next video. Bye for now.